sound check on Twitch. So, we should be live.
I like the intro animation.
Yeah! I thought it worked well with the Dragonlance and all the colors and everything with the background that Eric wanted to use. I thought it was perfect. So, plus it looked like dragons when it's swirling around like so.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, so I like the transition.
Yeah.
What do you think of the layout?
Are you gonna add everybody's names?
Yes,
on the banners?
I am. I don't like my font selection. As you can look at where I made the little dime for you, it says DM. I don't like my font selection. So I gotta find some different type of font, or maybe use Paint and the fonts that's in Paint, and then put that on top of it. Maybe.
The font that they use in Foundry is called.
I was thinking maybe I'll just type it out on Discord and put it in there, but my screen is so itty-bitty to work with. It's easier to work with it in GIMP first and then upload everything. And the little sphere I was trying to use didn't work out the way I wanted it to because it was too big. It took up too much room. It was just too big, so I'm...
Yeah, it's called Modesto Condensed. If you can find that, that's a pretty good font.
Modesto? Let me write that down here.
Yeah, I'm typing it in the chat.
Okay, cool.
You just want to copy paste it.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it.
That's like the standard D&D font. They use for like the books and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. If not, I'll find something close to it.
Okay.
But yeah, so...
Alright. Did everybody talk? Or we got everybody's mics working?
So you might, yeah, if everyone can talk on their side so I can hear it through mine, because I have it going through the computer, so.
If I hear Mark on the screen.
Checking audio volume for me.
Okay.
Levels. Hold for room tone.
That's
Go.
Bill, can you say something again? I didn't hear you.
Or go for ignition.
Let me try something here.
Yep, I hear it. Alright. I mean, everybody on stream is quiet, but maybe I don't have that site.
Hold on. Try it now because I think something was turned off.
Are we turned on now?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's working.
I have the site meeting, that's fine.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you have to mute the site and stay logged in order to give her credit for viewers.
Mm-hmm. So up in the tab, for your, yeah, just mute it there.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Ready? Ooh.
Okay. I don't know how to start, so we'll just start. I'm Eric, I'm your DM, and welcome to our campaign, Shadows of the Dragon Queen. It's based in the Dragonlance campaign setting, on the world of Kryn, on the continent of Ansalon. This is a setting I enjoyed much as a kid, reading the novels by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, and so yeah, we'll be playing that game. Joining us tonight are our players. I will introduce you all as how I see them on the stream, and then you guys can kind of talk about who you are and who you're playing tonight. And we'll start with Phil.
Phil? I don't know if you want like a full character introduction or just
a quick brief overview, like who you are, your character's name, what class you're playing, that kind of thing.
I'm playing Cosgrave Thistlenut. He's a Kender thief.
And then Ryan, you're up next.
I'm Ryan. I am playing Farron. He's a rock gnome wizard.
Ashley?
Playing Serinda, who is an elf, a high elf. Don't want to get mixed up with those wild elves.
All right, Paul?
I'm playing Elgrim Taverhorn. He is a human fighter, squire of Salamnia.
And then Mark.
I don't hear you, Mark. You're on mute.
I can hear him.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I hear him.
Yeah, I
On
hear
the
him.
stream, you hear him?
Oh,
Let me try
I
something
hear him on.
here. Okay, try now.
I mean, I heard him in Discord. I don't know if I heard him on the stream.
Can you hear me now on stream?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
My air.
That's okay. I'm playing Earl, who's a backwoods druid.
Okay. So let's kick this adventure off. Why is that not working? All right. 1 second. There we go. That's what I need. Okay. So, we will be starting out with Ashley.
Okay.
So, actually, no, that's not where I want to start. I want to start with all of you, essentially. We will. So, all of you were invited to a funeral. Did that pop up for you guys?
No.
Game's paused,
No?
so maybe that.
Oh, that's
Pause.
probably it. Game is paused. Let's try it again.
Everyone's look like
I have
little
to name the
like
handout.
dragonflies or something on the side of the screen. Just the.
Maybe because I didn't name the handout, the thing didn't. What are we doing?
Oh, yep. See it now.
All right, there we go. So, all of you, it says, dear friend, I'm Becklin Uth Viharan. I heard much about you from our mutual friend Ispin Greenshield. It grieves me to share the news that our dear friend Ispin has passed away peacefully here at his home in Vogler. May fortune and the old gods protect his soul. Ispin's friends are holding a memorial for him in the manner he always wanted. It will take place here in Vogler on the eve of the Kingfisher Festival. I write to ask you to do Ispin one last honor and attend. Should you come, accommodations will be available at the Brass Crab. Though the circumstances are sad, I am eager to meet you and through our memories to revel in the life of our great friend. Signed, Becklin Uth Viharan, Knight of the Crown. So all of you have received this invitation, and all of you are making way towards Vogler. And so we will pick up with Ashley's character, Serinda. So, Serinda, you are on the road heading towards Vogler. It's cold. It's a midday, late winter, early spring. You know, the path is muddy, and you know there's still remnants of snow, especially under trees. And you decide to stop and camp near like a forested path. And over the past several days, you have been experiencing a reoccurring vision that comes to you in times of sadness as you mourn your fallen friend Ispin. So as you sit by the campfire, you start to zone out, you know, like in your memories, and you recall the vision. And it goes like this. So you're standing in a forest, in the center of a forest clearing. You hear clashing steel echoing from the thicket beyond in the woods. You can't quite tell where that's coming from. As you look around, you realize you start to see piles of bodies covering the ground as if some battle has occurred. One of the fallen nearby you is clutching something against their chest. And you're not quite sure what it is, but you feel the urge to reach for it. But before you can, the object glows and then flashes with intense light. And then you kind of pop out of the vision. And so, after you experience this vision, you kind of wake up and you find your camp has been sacked. And some of your belongings are missing. And you look around and you're really the only creature in the camp, and no one else is in sight.
Do I hear any noises like talking or maybe a battle? Since I just dreamt of a battle, do I hear anything of fighting?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check, but make it a private GM roll. Is that what it needs to be, Phil? So I see it, or does it need to be blind?
Well, if you don't want her to see it, it's got to be blind. If you
Okay.
want only you two to see it, then private.
Do blind then, because I don't want her to see it.
So blind roll.
Blind GM roll for perception.
Blind GM roll. New character sheet. So give me a minute here.
No, you're good. We're all learning Foundry. It's
Wisdom.
a new system.
I don't think I have any advantages or anything to this. I don't think. Yeah, I'll just roll normal because I don't think I have any advantages to this.
Okay, so you take a look around. You don't hear any people, and you don't actually see signs of battle. It's quite weird because in your vision, the forest kind of looked a little bit similar, but you do see that there's like a trail of like food and like discarded trinkets kind of leading into the brush.
I follow the trinkets. I feel like
Okay, and that's where we're gonna stop for a moment, and we're gonna flip to Ural. Am I saying that right, Mark?
Yeah.
All right. So, Ural, you have been experiencing a reoccurring vision in your dreams. This vision has been reoccurring ever since you were a child, when your parents were killed after that raid. So your vision is you see an elf with platinum blonde hair standing at the center of a forest clearing surrounded by piles of bodies that remind you of how most of your tribe had been slaughtered. As you look at the elf, you see she is holding something against her chest, and you're not quite sure what that is. But you feel the urge to call out to her in your vision. And before you can, as you're trying to get the words out, the object glows, flashes an intense light, and then the vision fades. And so you experience this vision quite often, in your dreams. It's pretty regular.
Okay. So do I get a sense that this platinum blonde elf is somebody that's responsible for the slaughter or trying to help, or do I not know?
I mean, I'll leave that up to you on how you decide whether or not how you feel about it. I would say you definitely have never met the elf, maybe you've been trying to look into it, but you've never run across them. And so as you're walking to Vogler on the same or on a path, right? It's a forested area with a trail. You notice, like just out of the corner of your eye, you're like, what? And then you turn and you see kind of like a blonde figure heading into the woods. And we're going to pause right there, and we're going to flip back over to Serinda. I should have done this in the beginning, and I didn't, and I'll do it to you when I come back to you, Mark. But actually, can you describe what Serinda looks like?
Yeah, she has platinum blonde, almost white, long hair that goes down past her waist. She has more of an oval shaped face there, almost childlike. She is like a young elf, but it's considered an adult. If anyone has elf knowledge, they would know that she is considered an adult. But she still looks relatively young for an elf. Yeah, she's just wearing some. I'm trying to remember what she's wearing here. Sorry, but yeah, she's
chainmail.
Chainmail, thank you. I'm like at some form of armor there, but yeah, it's classic. Chainmail there, more geared toward more feminine like, so it has like some nice details on it, like roses and such on the chainmail and whatnot. But it's pretty. It's just yeah. So,
okay. All right. So as you head down this path into the brush, you kind of head through like a thick group of trees, and you follow this for maybe a few hundred feet, and you kind of get you're following these trails of like things that looks like it's was being dropped as they were walking away with your possessions, and it kind of leads you into like the middle of like a wooded section around you, with like tall grass, maybe 3 feet high, 3.5 feet high, and it looks like it's been trampled down, right where like somebody may have been walking, and that's kind of how you're following this trail of food and trinkets that have been dropped. As you're going along, you kind of get to the middle of this section of woods, and you kind of find like all of your belongings on the ground, and you start picking them up, and nothing seems to be missing or damaged. But among your belongings, you find an item that closely matches the amulet from your vision. So, and then as in the vision, you feel like inexplicably drawn to this item, like as you look down at it on the ground. And as soon as you touch the amulet, a pulse of divine energy ripples from you, causing the amulet to vanish from your hands. And the pulse flattens the surrounding vegetation, creating an unnatural clearing similar to the one in your vision. Jump cut back to Ural. Ural, you noticed a platinum blonde figure heading into the brush. What does Ural look like, by the way?
I have character art, but he's got kind of like, I don't know, shoulder length brown hair, dressed in kind of rustic greens and browns. Nothing. It looks kind of like a pumpkin.
Okay.
And,
so,
I love it.
so as this pumpkin is kind of wandering by, you notice this figure out of the corner of your eye, kind of heading into the brush, and it seems familiar to you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna follow and just kind of, I guess I'll try to be stealthy like like the woodsman that I am, because I don't know what's going on here, but I'm curious, could this be the elf that I've seen in this vision? That's kind of weird. So,
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay, private, blind, or
You can go ahead and give it to me private. I'll let you know the roll.
yeah, I've
For this.
never done this before. I'm just in chat, private GM role. So what do I
Yep. Private GM roll, and then click on your character sheet, and then just click stealth.
do?
Okay, that's interesting. All right, good to know. All right, so you head as you walk on this path. You kind of go off the main trail, and you're heading into the brush on I would say a less traveled path. And you as you make your way down the trail, you kind of get to the edge of like a clearing, an opening, and you see a pulse of energy flash and flatten the vegetation, revealing overgrown ruins nearby. So there's a crumbling stone structure that lies amongst the undergrowth that you hadn't noticed before. Its roof is pierced by the trunk of an immense tree, but its walls are mostly intact. There's a large, empty doorframe leading inside. And then where that pulse and that flash of energy was, you kind of see this platinum blonde elf in chainmail, kind of standing there, looking a little bit bewildered. Serinda, you hear footsteps from behind you.
Alright, so, based on everything that's happened, I will immediately, because I'm assuming I was probably kneeling down picking it up and it just disappeared right there, so I'll stand up, and as I'm standing up, reach for my weapon, which I can't remember which I have at the moment. I feel like it was a warhammer, but...
Yeah, I believe you do have a warhammer.
Okay, so I go to reach for that and quickly turn around.
So Euro, you see this elf turn around quickly, looks a little bit startled, grabbing for a weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna stand back like this, hands up in the air, and just kind of stare at her. I don't know what's happening.
Who are you?
I'm just a guy wandering around in the woods.
I'm just a guy looking for a girl. Sorry.
Huh?
Nothing, Ashley. Go for it.
Alone?
Yes, I'm alone. I kind of look around a little bit. You look very familiar.
I don't know why. I don't ever remember seeing you.
This is kind of odd, but I think I've seen you in a vision. Now I'm gonna look really embarrassed because.
Yeah, at this point I'm like my stance is more relaxed and holding it like the weapon just kind of like drops to more of a relaxed and I just look at him like, is this supposed to be a pickup line or something? What? Like just a little puzzled. So she looks very confused.
I'm gonna look really confused. I'm just gonna sit down on the ground and put my head in my hands because I don't know what to think.
Okay.
So at this point, Serinda, you begin to notice the crumbling stone structure as well. And as you look towards the structure, you see it's it's crudely built. It's kind of, roundish in shape. I mean, it looks quite old, and there's like a giant tree trunk piercing through the top of this thing, and you feel like it's drawing you in, right? Like, think of it like in Lord of the Rings, where you go to the Elven forest and you hear the and like, just like something's happening, and you kind of hear it faintly, and it's like it's calling towards you.
Alright, well, seeing how this this person is I don't feel like they're a threat to me, especially since they're sitting down. To me, that doesn't show a threat. As I turn away, I ask, "Do you hear that?"
Do I hear anything?
You hear the wind rustling, but you do feel a pull from this structure. So you don't hear voices, you just hear like the wind whistling gently. But you feel like the wind, it might be guiding you to this thing. But yeah, you don't hear any voices.
Okay, I just look up and I say, what was that bright light? Did you see a bright light?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't exactly know what happened. I saw something on the ground and I picked it up, and then there was just this bright light that came from there, and I must have dropped the trinket because I don't see it anymore.
Do you feel like there's something weird going on with that door in that tree? Because I'm getting this strange feeling that I should walk over there, and it's making me feel kind of weird.
There is a weird, some type of aura or something that is coming from that direction, and I just kind of start walking towards it.
By the way, my name is Earl, so nice to meet you.
Serinda. I don't know what happened to my party I was traveling with at the campsite, but yeah. Have you seen anyone else up to this point besides me?
No, to be honest, this has been kind of a weird thing that happened. I wasn't expecting to see anybody on the road, and then there you were, and you look like you're from my vision, and then I look embarrassed all again, and then and then there's this bright light. So I don't know. Maybe we just need to go check out this bright light because it looks like it disturbed the surrounding forest, and that kind of upsets me because I care about the animals and the plants and stuff.
So when he says that, Serinda, you notice like the tall grass that you were standing in before been completely flattened, like aliens do out in cornfields, and you get this feeling of like coincidence, like what is happening? This is the same thing from my vision that you had just moments ago.
So, so I go a little bit pale, just kind of like thinking about all the dead like the bodies that I was seeing, and like what I saw, and this is kind of starting to match that. So I go a little bit pale, looking around, going, and I like kind of look at my hands, or at least a hand, because the other hand's holding the hammer, the war hammer, and just kind of. You said there was a bright. How far away were you when you saw the light?
You were probably like 30 feet or so, like on the edge of the clearing.
Yeah, I was just on the edge of the trail, maybe, I don't know, about 20, 25, 30 feet away. So I didn't really see much.
Okay. And I like kind of look around and then look back at the weird thing that's pulling that has some ominous sound coming from it that I can hear. Okay. What when you saw the light, was the grass already flattened?
It all just kind of happened suddenly. By the way, you're not gonna hurt me with that hammer, are you?
No, no,
Okay, just
No.
just checking.
no. All right. So yeah, just like kind of look around a bit. But I do believe that at least I will. I'm going to go check out this thing here. And I start heading that way.
Okay, do you want some backup?
You can come if you want. I mean, backup's not always a bad thing.
Okay.
Okay, so as you two kind of head together towards the ruin, it's not that far away from the clearing. It's quite on the opposite side of where you kind of came in, and as you get closer, you see that this tree that's kind of broken through the top of the structure, the stone structure. It's breaking through the roof, and you can see that the ceiling has been collapsed, and that tree actually is like going all the way through. Like there's a marble floor inside of the ruin, and as you step inside, you notice, like, as you kind of look around the room, there are like broken statues that line the walls, and they're basically standing up in these alcoves, and they're all kind of crumbled and destroyed in different ways. When you step in, Serinda, on the opposite side of the room, kind of to your left, you notice a broken statue of a young woman in flowing robes, and these robes are like a luminescent blue. And then where parts of the statue are broken, like the part of the hand is missing. There's a chunk out of like the face, like on the cheek, and in other places where the statue is broken or kind of slumped over or cracked. You see that this blue light is filling in the gaps, creating a spectral semblance of what the statue would have looked like in its former glory. And the woman is wearing an amulet around her neck. And this is the same amulet that you witnessed in your vision, and the same amulet that you tried to grab moments ago.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. I put down my warhammer and I go to the statue. How odd! And I reach to go touch the amulet.
And before we do that, we're gonna jump back to Ural. And Ural, when you step in, on the right side of the chamber, you notice a ruined statue of an older woman in simple clothing, in shades of like foresty greens and earth tones, right? Her hair is in like locks, with vines braided throughout, and above her left ear there's a feather with something shiny hanging on it. And where the statue, again, similar to what Serinda saw, where the statue, again, is broken or cracked or pieces are missing, there's green light this time that is creating that spectral semblance of a completed statue.
Okay.
And you kind of like don't really notice Serinda anymore. You kind of just your attention has been kind of taken to the other side of the room.
Can I approach the statue?
Sure. As you get closer, you feel like you want to reach out, grab the feather. And as you take the feather into your hand and you look at it again, it's transformed into an amulet. And then I'm going to show you this image. Did that work? No? I hate that I have to name it every time. You need to turn that off. Alright, try it again. Okay, there you go. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you're holding this amulet, it went from a feather, it turned into an amulet. You hear a weathered female voice in your head. She's an elderly woman's voice. And I'm not going to do a elderly voice impression because I suck at those, so sorry. And I don't have a good old man voice. I tried to prepare it for this tonight, but I feel self-conscious about it, so I'm not going to do it. All right, so you hear, nature has no beginning and no end. The balance of nature must be maintained at all costs. Nature should be protected and nurtured, not enslaved or despoiled. There is a place for technology and new developments, but these should always be second to the true gift that is nature. And then we jump back to Serinda. Woo!
Alright.
Jump cut. Alright, so Serinda, what were you doing? You were reaching out towards the statue.
Yeah, reaching out to touch the amulet. See if it moves, see if it's actually part of the statue, or like kind of just more or less just checking to see if it's really the same thing I saw and I thought I dropped out in the field, the crop circle.
So as you kind of reach out towards the amulet, it's hanging around the neck of the statue. But when your hand gets close, it kind of just falls right into your hand. And now I'm going to share this. That's what the amulet looks like. So it's kind of braided twigs along the outside with strands of blue thread that is kind of making like that infinity symbol. Sorry, Mark, I forgot to describe your amulet. That's bad DMing on me. And as you're holding this amulet, you hear in a soft feminine voice, again, can't do soft feminine voices, heal all who require it, even if they are your enemies. Drive out disease, cut away decay, and bring light to those who live in darkness and ignorance. Heal the wounded land, promote harmony and peace, and lend help where it is needed, particularly to those who cannot help themselves. Do not raise a weapon in anger, but defend yourself and those whose lives are in danger. Honor those who have passed on to a better life, but remember that your duties lie with those who are left behind. Comfort their pain, bandage their wounds, show them compassion, and ease the sorrow in their hearts.
All right. So, as I'm hearing the voice, I'm still staring at this amulet, and as I'm listening, I start looking around to see if I can find the voice anywhere.
You could tell that it was coming from the statue.
Okay.
And as the message was delivered to you, you're holding the amulet, and you feel like the statue's voice is connected to the amulet. And then the blue light starts to fade, and the statue kind of returns to its state that you originally saw it, which is this older, decrepit, kind of faded statue with broken pieces. But yes, you're holding this amulet now, and you feel a power within yourself being granted. You feel like that voice that you heard. Could it be? No. Maybe? I don't know. Probably. I'm trying to find the name of your god. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Struggling. Ashley, do you remember? Of course
I'm
not.
going to my character sheet. I
Of course, it doesn't say in this character sheet. I know it's on your D&D Beyond character sheet, which I need to look
The
at.
Meshakal?
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe so.
Is it? Okay.
It's the one from the that they mention in the Dragons and Autumn Twilight.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes. So yes, definitely pronunciation guide. Boo, 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 boo. Yes.
Meshakal?
Yes. Why is it not? Okay, whatever. All right. Description. Yes. Meshakal. That's how I'm going to say it. Meshakal. Shackle? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so you feel like that the voice, is connected to this god you worshipped. You're an elf, and you're Sylvaneth the elf, and your people are quite old and ancient. Your parents were alive when gods were in the world. Your parents were alive pre-cataclysm. So, even though the gods haven't been seen or felt in, 350 years, you remember hearing stories of them and them being in the world and influencing, mankind in general. And you feel like that voice you heard, that could have been Mishkal speaking to you, granting you her abilities. And I will create a thing for your character sheet. Oh no, I can't do a journal. Maybe I can do it in D&D Beyond, but I will the mantra that she spoke to you, I will give that to you. You can reference that in the future if you would like. So we'll cut back to Ural. And similar as after you hear the voice, Ural, you're holding this amulet that looks like it's made of like wood kind of around the perimeter, and then in the middle there's looks like it's like a pearl, iridescent type surface, and then kind of drawn, hand painted on there is a feather. And as you're holding this, you feel similar to Serinda. You feel like this is somebody talking to you, and you hear a name, Chislev, and Chislev is saying, "I grant you my gift so that nature can be preserved." And then as the voice kind of fades away, the luminescent green light that was kind of completing the statue fades away, and then you kind of notice everything else in the room. You were kind of like zoned in, and now you've kind of come back.
I'm trying to process this, I guess. It's a lot, but I think I'm just going to put the amulet on.
Okay. And when you do, you kind of feel like a power has been granted to you. You feel like a strength that you have not known before. And you feel like you've been granted gifts. Maybe some things like, primal savagery or shillelagh. Maybe gifts like that. I don't know.
Or to be specific.
We'll see how these things work out. Maybe a beast bond. I don't know. No, you don't have that prepared. Maybe the ability to entangle people's legs with plants. I don't know. We'll see. So you guys are kind of standing in this ruin now. The lights have kind of faded down, and really you just see, kind of sunlight kind of peeking in through where that tree has pierced through the building, and then you look around and all the statues look quite old, and the magic has kind of faded away. What do you guys do next?
Is there nothing else in this ruin? Is like no other rooms?
I mean, you see some other statues. Go ahead and give me a religion check. And I'm gonna give you say with advantage because of your background.
Okay, so religion with advantage. Religion advantage. Oh, I did blind DM roll. GM roll. I don't know if that's what you wanted.
No, you could have rolled it open, but that's fine.
Can I change
think I
it,
can.
or?
I think I can show it. There you go. There's your roll.
Ugh, that sucks for advantage. Yuck.
So, I will say, so you're looking around the room. You do notice, as you kind of look at some of these statues, you're like, wait, if that's Mishakal, is that Paladine? Is that Kiri Jolith? I don't remember these names. This was so long ago. My parents and the lectures back in the church. I mean, I hated doing these things on Sundays, right? And so you don't quite remember everything, but you think maybe they could be statues of other gods, but you're not sure on all the names and all the history, the lore.
Okay. This must be like a temple for the old gods.
And when you say that, you realize Ural's not by you anymore. He's like on the other side of the room.
Oh. I guess I see him standing next to another statue, I guess.
When you look at the statue he's standing next to, it's kind of like the bottom half is kind of still upright, but the top half is just kind of toppled over, and the head's kind of broken on the ground. It didn't look like that, Ural, like a couple moments ago. It looked like it was fully formed.
I'll start walking towards and pick up my hammer that I dropped, that I put down, and attach it, because obviously I don't feel like there's going to be any attacks. The strange sound that I was hearing, is it gone now?
Yes. You don't hear any voices anymore. Ural, you don't hear the wind kind of whistling at you.
So odd. I walk over.
You hear the sounds of the forest, like crickets and, maybe trees, kind of leaves, that kind of thing.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. What are you trying to look for?
I just want to check to see if, sorry, my cat. I just want to check to see if I think that this is like something that legitimately happened just now, because a lot has happened. Or maybe if I'm trying to remember if I ate anything weird in the past couple of days, like mushrooms or something.
Sure.
So, okay.
Go for it.
All right. So I'm still on private roll. Let me see.
You can reveal it to everybody. It's fine.
Okay. Public roll. Insight.
You are 100%. You're like, man, I haven't touched those mushrooms in a while. This just happened. I mean, you know there's magic in the world, right? You know of wizards. You've seen spells cast, like you've seen the devastation of a fireball. But yeah, this just happened, and it's hard to explain. But you feel like this elf brought you to this place for a purpose, right? It's connected to the visions you've had ever since you were a child. You feel like maybe you're on your path of destiny, right?
I'm just gonna blurt out, you brought me to this place for a purpose. And I feel certain that this was meant to happen, and I was spoken to by a god. But I'm just gonna stop right there.
I'm not sure exactly how long you've been out in the woods, but I don't recall leading you here. You just kind of showed up. As for the gods, it couldn't be. Like, they haven't been around since before the Cataclysm. But that was the last time anyone saw them. It's just...
But Serinda, you feel like something has changed inside of you. Like, that message that you got, you're different now. You've been blessed.
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, your parents, you originally when you were younger, you thought they were crazy. They were like, no, the gods are real. They give people powers. And you're like, no, that's crazy. Psh.
I just kind of, like, look at my hands, like, kind of, like, and just kind of, like... I mean, maybe the gods are back.
I mean, you might even have the ability to spare the dying, so maybe you hit him with your warhammer and then you spare him. I don't know. Something like that could happen.
I look around, let's see here, I have a battle axe, or warhammer, not a battle axe. Do I have a dagger? Let's see here, look in inventory, that's what I need to look for. Crossbow.
No, you don't have a dagger.
He's gonna start chumming for forest dragons.
Yeah. Alright, so I have a crossbow, so I'll have arrows. I think I have arrows on here. Yeah, I have arrows. Crossbow bolts. So I take one of the crossbow's bolts and I take, like, and I use the tip and I, like, scratch my palm, like scratch my hand enough to make it bleed, and I try to do, like, cure wounds or something like that. So, like, try to heal it.
Spend a spell slot, baby, because you cast Cure Wounds.
Alright, so how do I spell books?
So you punch the wall, your knuckles are bloody, and then the blood is gone. I don't think you have Cure Wounds prepared, Ashley.
No, I don't. So I don't. But I have others. Yeah, because I changed it.
But your druid does!
That's awesome. The druid does, but the cleric doesn't.
Yeah, the cleric decided, I don't need Cure Wounds. No,
I forgot to
I don't
change
need
them
that
before
spell.
tonight. Oh well. Let's see. What else do I have?
You turn towards your sleep.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe bless. Let's. You bless 3 creatures. Split. I can do bless.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of like. So 3 creatures. So I'm going to bless Yorl and myself. So standard roll, I guess.
Okay.
You already cast it. Okay. Yes. Cast spell. There you go. Alright, did I cast it? Oh, dang that, but I still have it on
Why does it say the duration? That's
I-
weird.
Can I?
Oh, 1
Okay.
minute. Yeah.
Reveal
All right.
text.
So
There you go.
describe what this looks like. So you cast the spell Bless on you and Ural.
So
Describe what it looks like.
I'm just kind of like, let me read it. Type makes it. Okay, so as I'm saying maybe like a hymn or a verse or something that I learned in the temple, as I'm saying that, there's like a faint blue light, like kind of sky blue, that ends up, it looks like a cloak, ends up like coming around and blessing them, and then just kind of disappears.
So Ural, you feel like this boon has been granted to you.
Wow, I feel kind of good. But are you okay? Looks like you just. Do you normally cut yourself? What's going on?
Yeah, didn't think that one through. I was just, I heard a voice and talking about healing, and I tried, but obviously I couldn't. But I feel like I blessed us instead of healing.
I'm just gonna kind of stare at her for a minute, just
Like,
trying to figure out what's happening.
magic's back. It's back in the world. I mean, it's been here, but this is magic from the gods.
Oh, it's magic from the gods. Maybe I should see if there's something I can. Then I kind of reach out my hand and then some primal savagery and see if my fingernails grow long.
Okay.
Oh, they definitely do. They definitely, it's freaky. You're just like, what the? Oh my god! And then you're like,
Okay.
just kind of looking at it, like it's impressive.
Okay, I'll try. I'll pull my hand back, and I don't want to scare anybody. So.
So yeah, Serinda, you notice like his hand, his fingernails kind of like morph into claws a little bit, and then it kind of fades away.
Is that? I've never seen or. Have I ever heard of like somebody being able to like do that before?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay, normal, public roll. Okay.
Definitely that one. Okay.
I'm rolling
No.
hot tonight.
No, you're like, oh my god, that's amazing. You're just like, holy shit, he transformed his fingernails into claws. He's like a wolf. You're really impressed by this. Really impressed.
That's gonna come in handy for. I'm pretty sure that will come in handy, especially for like opening things.
I'm sorry. I just got a little excited. This is all a bit much right now.
It's this fucking Teen Wolf.
I can't believe the gods. They have to be back. This just. I wonder if they're all back or if it's just a select few. And I kind of look around at like down like to the other statues. I wonder.
Yeah, none of them appear to be glowing like the one that you saw when you walked in.
I wonder if there'll be more that will show up. If there's more gods that will come, or if these are. I don't know. I'm just speechless. I can't believe. And then I remember the camp that I was at and the people that the strangers that I was with camping with that I go, oh, I should probably find I should probably go back to the campsite and see if the people I was traveling with is back. I should probably go back. If you want to join our group, we're heading. Oh, what town is it that we're heading towards again? What was that?
Vogler.
What was the name?
Vogler for Vogler for
Vogler?
Ispin's funeral. Yeah, Vogler.
So we're heading to Vogler. So.
Oh, well, I'm also heading to Vogler too. I mean, I just got some bad news, and so I just wanted to pay my respects.
At that, I kind of just like tipped my head and I'm so sorry to hear about that. So,
Yeah, Ispin was he was a friend of the family. It's so sad that he passed away.
You're going there for Ibsen?
Yeah, Ispin. Did you know an Ispin?
Yes, I met him a long time ago. He helped out the village I was at, the town that I was at. He helped the temple and the people in the area. But yes, I was going to pay my respects to him as well.
Whoa, that's weird.
Very odd.
Okay, well, if we're going the same direction, sure. I mean, I think there's this. I don't know what happened with these gods returning, and maybe it's just meant to be.
I wonder.
And as you guys are walking out of the clearing, back down the trail to the campsite, when you get back, Ashley or Brenda, before the camp was in disarray and everything was kind of scattered about and some belongings were missing, everything's kind of back in order. And if you turn back and you look into the clearing, the vegetation is no longer flattened and the ruin is gone. Then there's no traces of it. And you guys are like, oh, that's weird. And then you guys get back on the trail of Vogler, and we're gonna jump away from you guys for now.
Hi.
And we're gonna head over to Ryan. Ryan.
The year 2000, you said?
In the year 2000. Please describe what Farron looks like.
All right. So, Varen is a rock gnome. He's about 3.5 feet tall. It's pretty tall for a gnome. And he's wearing a red mage's cloak with a hood up. And the cloak is it's nice crimson red with gold and blue on it as well. Yep.
Okay. So, as an initiate to the Mage's Order, you know that every year and a half, you've studied this in school. You know this.
Oh yeah.
Every year and a half, the moons of Kryn align in an event known as the Night of the Eye.
Obviously.
Okay.
Very big.
And so, you're with a couple other initiates, and you're headed down this path. A path in the woods. It's night. It's dark. You hear the sounds of bugs in the distance and animals in the woods. As you're walking forward, you think tonight's an important night. Ahead of you, you see a structure kind of rising in the distance. You know this to be called the Barb, and it's a jagged, half-ruined spire made of gray stone. And you've heard many stories of people who aspire to join the mages of high sorcery. They come here to prove their magical proficiency, and so typically the Barb is usually nothing more than a ruin. Its construction is predating the Cataclysm, right? But tonight, on the night of the Eye, when Kryn's 3 moons are aligned, the ruin becomes alive with magic once more, and soft light shines from an archway leading into the structure. So, let's move to the Barb, everyone. And shoot, I don't know how this is going to work. Do I have to put all of your tokens on there for you guys to see? Probably.
Yes, unless you don't care about like line of sight type stuff, then you can just set global illumination.
Can you make us observers of
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Farron's token?
I can make you guys observers. All players, you are observers of Farron's token.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I can see. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can.
All right. So
Kinda
it
dark,
is
but-
dark, Farron, and you are on the path heading to the Barb.
Alright. I'm alone.
You are alone. Yes.
Okay. I walk toward the archer.
Okay. As you get closer, you see the arch opens into a large atrium lit with flaming sconces and adorned by grand tapestries depicting Kryn's 3 moons. Doors circle the room, and the light of the moon cascades through broad windows high above. And at the center of the room stands a serene-looking woman with long gray hair wearing red robes, and she nods at you.
I nod back curtly, respectfully, and just
She says, "Good evening, Initiate. My
Good evening,
name is Rovina.
good evening, Rovina.
I am the Barb's caretaker. Welcome to the atrium.
Thank you, madam.
This is a place where ancient power resides. And during this night, the night of the Eye," and then she kind of points upward, and you look up, and you hear her say, "Magic flares to life. To test would-be mages, as the moons are in alignment." And when you look up, you see the red and the white moon are in perfect alignment, but you don't see the black moon, because you know this, but not the other players. You know that only those who are in the black robe order can actually see the black moon. She says to you, "To pass the night's test, you must have faced the trial in one of the room's towers, which are only accessible tonight. The trial requires magical talent, but carries none of the dangers of the test of high sorcery. So fear not, your life is not in danger tonight. It provides a foundation so that you are better prepared when the real test begins and your life is on the line. The goal is to complete whatever challenge is presented to you in the room. Different apprentices this night will face different challenges. This challenge has been selected for you and you alone. You will have until the night of the Eye ends to solve your challenge, at which point the room will vanish, expelling you inside if you have failed. Are you ready to take forth in the challenge?"
I am.
And then she... come on, baby. Where are you? Sorry. Nope. Here we go. All right. As you say this, she reveals a portal in the center of the room. And she says, and she kind of points, directing you towards the portal. And she says, step in and good luck on your challenge, Initiate.
All right. And I step into the portal.
Okay, you step inside the portal.
There you go.
And you are transported to another room. Okay. This room opens into a wide rotunda with black stone floors and walls carved with elaborate runes. The interior is empty, save for a single pedestal at the center of the room. Atop the pedestal is a... Sorry, I gotta bring one more thing in. Oh, come on. Atop the pedestal... atop the pedestal is an ornate key balancing on its tip. Behind you, where you entered, the portal vanishes. And on the opposite side of the room, there is a closed doorway that appears, which I'm trying to make appear, but it is being difficult. Sorry. No. Come on. Why are you not opening? All right. Just imagine there's a doorway on the other side. Sorry, it's being...
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Internally, I think to myself, well, obviously, actually, no, I say it out loud to myself. Obviously, the key must open that door. So what's the trick? And I walk up to the pedestal.
Okay, just go ahead and move your token.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
As you walk forward, you feel as if there is something blocking your path.
Yeah. I knew there was a trick to this. Otherwise, it would be very easy. Yeah, let's see. What to do? Let me do a Arcana check.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Just so it looks good.
Okay,
just click on that and then. Okay. Okay, what is that? So 12.
As you look around the room, you realize that there's some sort of barrier that's invisible, preventing you from moving forward, or moving around the room, and you feel like there might be an opening somewhere.
Okay. Am I able to move from side to side?
Yeah, if you click on your token, you should be able to use mouse keys or drag.
Okay.
You could try to move around.
Okay. Okay. Keep hitting walls, like these invisible walls I'm banging against.
Yeah, so just envision yourself as you're moving, you're kind of like feeling out, and you're feeling there are walls that are there.
Yeah.
That you can see, but you don't see.
Yes. This might take a while. Unless, let's see what we got. Character sheet. Huh. Okay. So, but the mold earth spell, can that work on the stone? Probably not.
Go ahead. You can try to cast it.
Yeah, let me try it. So, I'll try to. Let's see. I'll walk up to a wall. I'll walk up as far as I can. Okay. And just to try something, I've got a wall in front of me then, and I'm going to try to just cast mold earth on the piece of tile in front of me and try to like pick it up in like a dirt ball and try to throw it at the wall to see if it goes through, if it hits.
Okay. Okay.
Standard roll. Is it a roll? Okay, it's standard roll.
Okay, so if you try to manipulate the stone, you try to reach down and you try to manipulate it to turn it into a ball or pieces of it, and the stone kind of like bounces your magic away from it.
Okay.
And kind of cancels out. Like you feel like it's starting to form, and then it kind of fades away. Like something is more, maybe stronger than what this level of magic may be.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I thought. I had to try. And I'm just going to keep moving through. It's weird because there's a lag too on the site, so I'm just moving along side to side. Nope, hitting the wall there. Oh no.
I have found, Ryan,
Uh-huh.
if you're going to brute force it, using the arrow keys is a little bit maybe easier to move your token.
Oh.
As long as you select your token first.
Select it. Nah, it's not working.
No?
Yeah. Okay, so I have a while in here.
Maybe.
It's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
I know, thank you. Trying to decide. Let's see. Let me pull something that's. Trying to decide if I have enough time to cast Detect Magic, but that will be an hour, so I don't know if I want to.
I mean, you have the whole night, right? So you have like 8 hours before daylight is coming.
Okay, yeah, that's it. So yeah, let me cast Detect Magic as a ritual then.
All right.
Just sit cross-legged and meditate until I get it.
So you sit down, you meditate in the chamber, you cast Detect Magic after about an hour. What does that look like?
It's me just kind of going like this. And then finally light blue energy pulses out of my hands, and then it rolls around the room and highlights anything that might be magic.
So as this light blue energy leaves your hands and pulses throughout the room, it starts to run around shapes and patterns, tracing as if there are walls in every different direction. And of course, this is being difficult, and it's not letting me. Come on. All right. Paul, Phil, did we put it in as a tile, or did we put it in as something else? There it is. It finally let me select it. Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
Challenges. There's the door, Ryan.
There's the door.
And
the door.
as your Detect Magic happens, there are walls.
Ooh, yeah, this is a lot better. Especially since I was thinking in terms of a square grid.
Yeah, putting a circular maze on a square grid was not the easiest. And I made sure that the token could go around the entire outside. It's just a little wonky in the corners.
Can I do that? Well, let me do this. No, okay, I gotta do it straight lines. Okay. So I kind of make my way through the path. Gonna do this. Ooh.
Like Operation. Don't touch
Yeah,
the sides.
You touch the sides. You're suddenly shocked.
Yes, I have to. Like a mouse in a maze.
Your brain has probably solved it 5 times already, but you gotta.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah, immediately I was like,
You gotta use your mouse to like try to carefully navigate through the walls.
Great. I start humming an old gnomish tune.
This was the one that I was most worried about. If you didn't think about casting detect magic or something, because you brute forcing this, it's possible.
No way. I can't brute force it, knowing it. So also I'm a wizard. We don't do brute force.
Okay. As you get to the pedestal and grab the key, the walls that are glowing magically blue fade away, and you are able to walk to the door with the key in hand. I'm just going to move you there.
Yeah, I walk toward the door. Yes.
Okay.
First, I'm going to try the door without the key, just to see.
And you push on the door, and it doesn't budge.
Okay. Okay. Well, again, if it were easy, I wouldn't be here, and so I put the key in and try to open the door.
You as soon as the key touches the lock, you turn it open, and then it vanishes, and the doors automatically kind of pop open. And behind the doors, you see another portal in blue. What do you do?
I go straight to the portal.
Okay. You step through the portal, and as you pass through, you return into the chamber, which you were originally greeted by Rovina.
Oh, okay.
I'm just moving you down there, but we don't need it really. And she congratulates you. She says, "Congratulations, Initiate Farron, on passing the challenge. Your use of magic and intelligence has deemed that you are an appropriate candidate to move forward with your training and your tribulations. This shows that your apprenticeship has now been completed. You are now ready to take on the next steps on the path to becoming a proper member in the Mages of High Sorcery." And she hands you an ornate scroll.
Okay.
And I'm going to show this to you, if it's going to work. Do you see that?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It is
So she hands you the scroll, and you see the threads of the 3 different colors that you know that are the 3 different orders within inside the Mages of High Sorcery: the white, the black, and the red. And she also hands you a spell book that has been emblazoned with the symbols of the Mages of High Sorcery. And I also have a picture of that. Give me 1 second. Oh, come on. Why is this thing so difficult? There we go. No.
I patiently wait for her to hand me the spell book.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have edited this journal and put the actual picture in here. I was like, I can find it quickly, I think. But of course I can't. Why could I find something quickly? Anyways, it looks like here. I know a shortcut. Oh, of course not. Just open the spell book on your character sheet and look at the picture of the spell book. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to waste my time showing the whole party. It's on your character sheet. It's called Farron's Spellbook. So she hands you this spellbook that's emblazoned with the symbols of the Mage's High Sorcery, and she says that this book is meant for you to use as your spellbook moving forward, and to fill it in with the knowledge that you gain on your journeys and any discoveries that you might make in the magical aptitude. The scroll is meant for the mage that will lead you on the next step of your journey. There's a black-robed mage by the name of Wehan who resides in the city of Kalaman, which is near the village of Vogler. So, when you arrive in Kalaman, you must take your scroll to Wehan, and you must not open the scroll under any circumstances, as the contents are meant for Wehan only. Do you understand, Farron?
Yes, I do.
I wish you good luck on your future adventures and good speed on becoming a proper mage. May I see you at your test in the future. And then she kind of directs you to leave the barb in which the same way you came in.
All right. I took
Okay.
one last look up at the moons and go, and then I leave.
All right. So I will delete the token, and then I will move everyone back to the home page. And now we will pick up with the final prelude. Sorry, Paul and Phil. Paul and Phil. All right. So, you two are traveling down the road on the way to Vogler, the village which you have been invited for the funeral of your dear friend Ispin Greenshield. Up along the road, you see in the distance a tiny person in red robes sitting on a rock.
Like the bird?
Well, kind of looks a little bit like Farron.
Oh, it's not like Wayne Johnson the Rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. It's just a little person in the distance. You can't, I mean, you're probably maybe 100 feet away, so you can't quite tell, but they look quite small in the distance.
Okay.
And they're just sitting there on the rock.
I was just like, oh, Grim, you seen this guy before?
I don't think I have, no.
He's smaller than I am.
Looks like.
Well, let's go say hi.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
So,
go say hi.
can you guys describe what you what you look like?
I'll let Paul go first.
Okay. So, I'm just shy of a 6-foot human, black hair, kind of a olive-colored skin, black eyes. I'm wearing a chainmail shirt, and I have a shield strapped to my back and a longsword at my hip.
And Cosgrave is short and skinny. Looks like he's in his early teens, even though he has the creases around his eyes typical of a 41-year-old Kender. He has fair skin, pointy ears, medium length light brown hair pulled into ponytails in various places, and a joyous smile that fills his face. Over his well-worn traveling clothes, he wears leather armor, a short sword on one side of his belt, a dagger on the other, and a second dagger sticking out of his boot. On his shoulders is a short bow and a quiver, as well as a backpack, and there are several colorful pouches attached to his belt with a forge hammer stitched on each one. When standing, he is usually leaning on a long, sturdy stick with a point on one end and a sling on the other.
And as you approach the robed figure, Farron, why don't you reintroduce what Farron looks like?
Yeah, so I'm like 3.5 feet. Well, probably 2 feet sitting on a rock, and I have this ornate robe for traveling. It's a red robe with gold and blue stripe and tassels, and I have a walking staff, which is just a stick I found on the road, and I'm just using that, just like kind of sitting there, watching you guys come down the road when I see you.
Yeah, Farron, you've been traveling for quite a while, and your feet were hurting a little bit, so you decided to take a brief respite.
Yep. So as they approach, I kind of get to my feet and say, "Hello, travelers."
Why, hello.
You a gnome?
That I am. I am Farron, the Red Mage.
And a mage?
Oh yes.
Cosgrave walks up to you and just kind of starts touching your face.
Please stop.
Sorry, I've just never seen a gnome mage. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Cosgrave, remember what we talked about manners.
Oh, right. Boundaries. Cosgrave's only like 3'10", so he's not that much taller.
Yeah. Oh. And I say, yeah. I've met some Kendra on my short travels. You're not the first I've seen, but it is a little unnerving to just have your face touched.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
I'm not surprised.
And I'm Elgrim.
Hello, Elgrim. You are very tall.
Yes, well, not for a human, but
Well, and I look at Kender and say, well, the Kender. I say, well, everyone's tall to us.
so my friend here and I are on the way to Vogel. Where are you heading?
I'm actually heading to a town near Vogel, but
Vogler.
Vogler.
Yeah, but also Vogler because it's just happenstance. I'm going to Vogler and I'm going to a town near Vogler, so both towns. Yes.
And as you two are having this conversation, you hear a quivering scream from like around a bend around the corner. And then you see a young man shouting as he rushes towards you around the bend. As he gets a little bit closer, you can see he's, maybe in his late teens. It's hard to tell. He's a human. He's got dirty brown or brownish blondish hair, kind of fluffy and disheveled, and he's wearing like simple clothing, and he's running towards you guys.
Oh, this looks fun. I'm gonna immediately perk up, start heading over that direction, and kind of a bit of a sprint.
Okay. As he gets to you guys, you guys hear, these people, and he's just like freaking out, and he's just like panting and screaming and just going crazy.
Oh,
So
Alright.
slow down a minute. What's the problem? What can we help?
What can you give me a what's a good thing? Can you give me a persuasion check to try to calm him down?
Hmm.
You can open it and roll for everybody.
Persuasion. Oh, that's not persuasion. Where's persuasion? Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he is just like, you feel like you're like trying to talk with him, and he's just completely ignoring you, and he's shouting and he's screaming, and he just keeps looking around like something is chasing him.
the Cosgrave's gonna be like, he's gonna fumble in one of his pouches and pulls out, and he's like, "Wait, hold on, calm down." And he like holds out this green feather, like right in this guy's face. He's like,
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
"Oh right, persuasion."
Okay,
Yeah,
so
green feather. It's a trick.
so you see this guy like flipping out, and then he like looks down and he looks at this feather, and he's just like, he's so confused that his breathing starts to slow down. He's like, what? Huh? What is that?
Works every time. Might you tell us what's going on with all the screaming?
Well, is it what is that thing?
Is he pointing? What's he pointing
He's
at?
pointing at the feather, like he's like,
Oh, I think it's yours, and I was gonna give it back to you. I just remembered.
all right. He kind of looks confused, and then he takes it from you, and he's like holding it, and he's like, yeah, yeah, I was I was just attacked, like just moments ago, and I mean I ran for my life. It was madness.
Attacked by what?
Yeah. What?
Well, I mean they were like in cloaks. I mean, like, you know, when we got close, you know the soldiers they told me to stay back, and so I didn't get a good look. I mean they were wearing like black cloaks, and you know when the swords got pulled out, and I mean I turned and ran. I just didn't know what came over me. I just was like, not today. I don't want to die today. You know, your mama said bad stuff might happen today, and I told her she's crazy. And then now, you know, I'm out on the road, and these guys they hire me, and then all of a sudden swords, and I was just like, no.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah. And as we're talking to him, Eric, I'm gonna take the shield off of my back and start strapping it onto my arm.
Okay.
Where are these figures you talked about?
Well, yeah. So, the soldiers, you know, they hired me. You know, I was gonna travel with them. You know, they wanted me to like take care of their horses. You know, I mean, they think I'm just some stupid farm boy. But I was like, no, I can. This is good money. You know, so I couldn't pass it up. And so, you know, they were like, okay, we're gonna head up north. You know, north of the town. You know, my folks don't live too far from Vogler. You know, we got a little small farm, and you know, I told them I know the way, and And so yeah, so we were just kind of traveling, and so we left town, and we were heading this way, heading west for a while, and all of a sudden, we're walking in the woods, and just right up there, I don't know, maybe like 500 yards, or, I don't know, it's like right up this way, like it's up there.
Does he seem like he's on the up and up here?
Go ahead and
I'm
give me
like-
an insight check.
Oh, did I? Oh, I guess I could reveal roll these in the open.
Yeah, you can reveal it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, nobody got to see your nat 20.
Yeah. I was wondering what you rolled.
I was like, oh, nat 20. Look at that. That was perfect. Yeah, you feel like this dude is terrified, and like he can't be lying. I mean, he was freaking out, and he generally doesn't look happy when he looks back and he kind of points in the direction of where he came from.
I mean, that's enough for Cosgrave. He's basically at this point most interested in like what this guy's talking about and wants to go there. So he's kind of like, well, what do you think, Elgrim? New guy?
I think it's
Sure.
worth investigating.
I agree. This seems very.
So are these people trying to mug you? Or kill you?
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, we were traveling with, we had a wagon and some horses, and, they kind of came out of the woods, and they just started, going at the soldiers, and, I was kind of in the back, walking behind the wagon, and, like, one of the soldiers turned and told me to run, and I don't know. I mean, these guys look tough, so like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, I'm just a simple farm boy, I don't know of weapons and soldiers.
I think I've heard enough. We need to intervene.
God damn it, Phil.
What?
I know what you did.
I just thought about it. I didn't do it.
Well, let me. Okay, you didn't.
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry for the distraction. What were you saying, Paul?
I was saying that we have to intervene.
Well, I mean, if you just head down that road, I mean, you'll run right into him. It's not that far. You might want to be quiet though. Yeah, just in case. I mean, you got to look out for your own. It's a pleasure meeting you guys. My name was Reese, and I'm gonna see you. And then he just keeps running down the road.
Oh man, that was a real nice guy.
I mean, I suppose.
Well, time's a wasting. Soldiers are getting killed. Let's head off.
Yes, let's get to it.
I'm gonna start heading that direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my sword.
How are you guys traveling down the road? Are you sprinting? Are you taking his advice? Going quiet? Like, what are you guys doing?
I think I would probably be sprinting, or at least jogging.
Yeah, I'm probably running to catch up because I'm probably trailing behind.
Okay. And what about you, Cosgrove?
Probably just following shortly behind Elgrim.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys head down the path, the trail after 100 yards or so, the path that you're on that was kind of in more of an open field kind of becomes it's heading into a forest, like a thick forest, large trees that have branches that have fallen, and just the sunlight is a little bit lower in here. It's like a thick, dense, wooded area, and in the distance, you can kind of see where the caravan is in front of you. It's maybe 150 feet, 200 feet or so. What do you guys do now? You can kind of see some figures in the distance, but in cloaks.
Do you recognize any like symbols or anything?
I mean,
Or
it's a little
heraldry,
far to kind of
iconography?
see that. You would need to get closer
Okay.
to really kind of scope out what's happening.
All right, how many of them were there?
Go ahead and give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Man. Whoops. I already had that on self roll.
Okay. It's hard to tell. Maybe
Ew.
5, maybe 8. You see a lot of kind of figures kind of moving around. So how do you approach? You going to continue running in, or are you going to slow up your pace?
What do you think, guys? Looks like we're outnumbered.
Are there any of the soldiers still alive? Is the fighting still going on, or is it
From this distance, you can't tell.
okay? Well, if any of the soldiers are still alive, we should go assist.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
So
So you guys are going to
should we
continue
try to-
running up?
Go quiet, or we need to get in there quick?
I vote quick. I'm not much for the stealth.
Okay.
Yes. Time is of the essence.
So you guys continue rushing forward, and as you get closer, you see that there's a wrecked wagon that lies toppled, surrounded by armored corpses, and there are strange figures picking through the remains. From beneath the figures' dark cloaks jut scaly wings and sharp reptilian features, something you've never seen before.
What the hell are these?
Fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself. Just use it as a spell slot.
And right after you cast Mage Armor, roll initiative.
So my AC should be 14. What's that?
I think if you cast the spell, it should auto change your AC.
Oh, does it?
Yes,
Right.
should.
Did it?
It won't let me roll initiative? Oh, maybe now it will.
But yeah, let me put your tokens on the map, and you guys can be on the road here somewhere in whatever order you want.
Alright.
That's about as close as you guys can be where Paul's token is.
Okay.
And then I need to select everybody, right? And then do a combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't that pick everybody? No.
Yeah, if you highlight everyone, right click, and then hit the sword and shield type
Oh,
icon.
that's what I have to do.
That adds
There
a
we
big
go. Okay.
Initiative.
Oh dang! Look at all those.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Dang, some good rolls there.
Was this mine?
Did you guys see my rolls?
No, it
No,
had question
it
marks
just
on
came
it.
up with question marks.
But
Okay,
I
good.
saw 2
I saw
19s.
like 5 dice on my screen, so I was just curious if you guys saw 'em.
Yeah, no, we saw the dice, just they had question marks over the numbers. Yeah, there's some good initiative rolls.
We're here. Okay.
All right, Cosgrove, you are up first.
There we go.
I had to change my dice. I don't know why they were. They were. Okay, so they see us? I'm assuming.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
and we're running up. Yeah.
I mean, you ran up, and then the red-robed figure. Can you describe what mage armor looks like, Ryan, when you cast it?
Yeah, it looks like a light blue aura just around me. Kind of like the shields in Dune. Those are the
Okay,
cool-
so like a Dune-like shield.
Yeah.
You hear a like sound effect because that's what they sound like.
Sound when I first cast it.
Like it's moving quickly back and forth, and then
Like a lightsaber.
all of the
Yeah.
all of these winged creatures kind of turn in that direction and like look at you guys as as you look over at the wizard, who now looks much cooler with a Dune armor effect on.
Right.
That's cute.
All right. So yeah, Cosgrave's like, oh wow, I've never fought anything like this before. This is so cool, and like loads a sling bolt into his supac and lets one fly at this dude.
All right, make an attack.
It's well, first I should probably move up, right? It's make sure I'm in range. That puts me at. Yeah. Okay. Range. Alright. Just that.
19 hits.
Nice. Oh, nice. Good solid 1 on the D4 there.
Well, this is the D4, not the D20.
Did it
That's
do
fair.
it? Let me double check. Yeah, it did it. Cool. Okay, yep, I applied the damage. So yeah, so you guys see Cosgrove, this little Kender, kind of run forward, and as he is, he's spinning a wooden stick around with like a sling attached to it. And then he goes, and he like shoots it, and this rock flies across, and hits the creature in the head, and he's like, and he kind of like looks, and he's kind of pissed off. Do anything else?
I don't think I have anything as a bonus action, so well, I guess I could. I don't know if it's a good idea to taunt anybody yet.
Okay. All right. So are you done then?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So sorry, I gotta go back. Elgrim, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm gonna move to. Need to get the right selection. There we go. Move 30 feet up to here. I'm gonna draw out one of my hand axes, and it's gonna be a long throw, but I am going to toss it at this one.
All right. So you would have. Is it outside of your range?
It is. It'd be disadvantaged.
Okay. So roll it up. At which one are you targeting? The bottom one?
The top one.
The top one? Okay.
Looks like 14 to hit.
I believe that hits. Let me double check. Yep, that hits.
Nice. Ah, 1.
Okay.
Slow going,
Right.
but at least it's going.
It is
All right.
going, yeah.
Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. Next up is. How do you highlight which guy it is? Oh, okay, I see it. So this guy is going to. What's the distance? So. Yeah, so he will. He will move up. Oh, I gotta actually do this. So he will move up to here. And he is done. Then this guy will. What will he do? He will. Yeah, so he will fly up to here. And he is done. Farron, you are up.
Okay. Real quick, I'm checking ranges. Okay. I just realized I have 2 kind of redundant spell cantrips, but whatever.
So for your magic, Ryan, you will need to target the person, and then cast the spell, right? Like if you're doing the cantrip.
Okay. That's probably what I need to do for my mage armor too, because I cast it, but I didn't select anyone, so it didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, so maybe select yourself. Well, I think if you cast it... Here, let me try to cast it real quick. So, if I cast Mage Armor, first level, it says cast spell.
There we go.
But did it do it? And then if we click on it... Yeah, maybe because it should automatically apply it, right?
I can technically give it to other people, so...
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Maybe that was the issue. So let's try to target yourself and then cast it. See what happens. Does that do it? Spell slot, yes. It doesn't look like it's working.
Alright.
So, do you guys know why that wouldn't work?
Or what was that?
His mage armor is not working. Just remind me, Ryan, for now. We'll figure it out later. You got a 14 AC, right? So just...
yeah.
So you should have 1 spell slot left.
Maybe it's
So if he hits a gear for configure armor, there should be a mage armor that he can select. I'm not sure why it's not doing it automatically, though.
See.
Oh, yeah, there is. There you go.
There it is.
Okay. So it's not automatic, Ryan, but you got it.
There we go. Okay.
So yeah, so then if you want to target, you will
Yeah.
you want to target the one that you want to fire on, and then select the cantrip that you want to.
Right. I'm gonna move a little closer, sight, and I'm gonna get this asshole. Try to kill him with Ray of Frost. So I'm gonna basically try to Iron Man Frost out of my hand.
Okay.
With the guy.
Which one are you targeting?
Oops, that one.
You have to select the target icon. So like on the token controls on the top left, you would, or you could right click him, I think.
Yeah,
And then
I think
there's a
it's
little
like
target thing.
you double click them or something like that.
Yeah, double right click, I think.
You just left click on him, it targets as well.
Left click? Okay.
Well, there's the target button. There's the little target icon. Got it. Okay. And no.
Cast your spell.
How's this working? Is it because I'm popped out?
Yeah, pop out acts weird sometimes, guys. So I'm not gonna
I'll
lie to
pop
you.
it back in. That's probably why. Okay.
I mean, it's great for me as the DM because then I can pop out stuff that I'm reading, right?
Yeah.
And it's not stuff I have to click on. But for you guys, pop out isn't maybe the best.
I've been using it off and on, and it's been working okay for me.
King combatant. It's not. Oh god. So I'm going for. Huh. Wasn't like that. Listen. Token controls.
Yeah, it should be on the top one, token controls, and then you can left click to select the guy, or I'm pretty sure if you double right click the guy, it will target him.
Yep.
So now
that
you got a
works.
little, or I think Poe is targeting him right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, this is not. Is it pretty laggy for you guys too?
Not really.
Depends on the day.
Is my
How
response
my
is
computer's acting.
You can reload the page. Maybe that will help.
Reloading. Just a moment. Oh, hardware acceleration. Okay. Get back to that.
Calculating.
Just a moment.
Wait. Select, click, train.
Yeah, if it's giving you the hardware acceleration thing, you might have to
Turn it on.
disable it and re-enable it through the browser settings.
Oh, right now it's disabled.
Okay,
So,
it needs to be enabled.
relaunch. Just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
another what's happening because it's like you don't have you're not letting the web page do the proper stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you gotta turn it off in order to stream stuff.
Oh, do you?
So,
Interesting.
yeah, otherwise you get a black screen.
Okay. Yeah, no, Foundry runs like absolute ass without hardware
Oh yeah,
acceleration.
that's way better. All right. Oh yeah.
No wonder you were
actually-
struggling, probably moving through the maze.
Oh yeah, because I was like, click, wait.
Oh gosh.
That's why I was like, no. I was like, Ryan, you can definitely brute force this maze. Like I did it. Like. So yeah, I get it now. If it's completely laggy, that it makes no sense. All right, so you target him and then cast your spell.
Well, there's one target. And then do that. Trying to click on the icon.
You gotta double right target, I think.
Right.
Yeah, double right click will target him. Now see how you got the little blue dot over his head? He's targeted by you.
Well,
he
you might
has
have like
brackets.
the brackets around it, yeah.
Oh, brackets.
Yeah,
You have brackets.
dots are what
There it
we see, but brackets is what the.
Okay, I see a little blue dot showing me that Ryan.
Yeah, we all do, but Ryan's gonna see the.
It looks like
Whoa,
something
wow.
from like Star Fox
That was
64 or
cool.
something. Like the little arrows.
That
All right.
animation was cool.
I
Yeah.
missed the animation.
Oh, was
Maybe
that
I'll
it?
see it next time. That definitely hit.
All right, Damage.
Rewatch the stream.
Oh yeah.
All right. Damage is applied.
Right. Take that. 4 full damage. And their speed reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
Right. All right.
All right. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally.
This guy is now going to try and attack Elgrim. So we will right-click and target him. And he will do an attack with his short sword. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Of course not.
Oh my god.
You will attack again.
Had to ask.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Damn.
Okay. Welcome to your campaign, Ryan.
Standard ball.
Oh, why am I
You
down
gotta-
to 1 point?
Yeah, it looked like I saw -7 fly by.
Well, it says a 16 hit you. So is your AC not 16?
Oh, my AC says 18.
Then I don't know why it forced a 16 hit on you.
I have no idea.
Maybe it doesn't consider the shield because you're 18 with a +2 for shield. But you're
Maybe.
16 with your chainmail, so maybe something's wrong with the MIDI QL or something.
It could be. Or maybe I don't have it. Oh, let me take a look at the inventory.
You
Maybe I
have it
don't
equipped?
have it. Yeah, that
Equipped?
might be.
It
Yeah,
says
says
you have it
equipped,
equipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Alright. Well, we're gonna have to
Sure.
figure it out because that's gonna be annoying if I have to undo damage every time. Alright, so he tries to hit you twice. He swings a short sword at you. As he gets closer to you, you guys get a good look at these guys. And I'm gonna show you the artwork.
Nice.
So,
Is there a reason I should be down 4 hit points?
no, I don't know
Okay.
why it did that. So did you guys see the artwork?
Yes.
Ooh.
So yeah, so this is like nothing you've ever seen. It's a humanoid that's lizard. It's got greenish skin. It's got sharp teeth. It's got claws on its hands. It's winged. It's wearing armor and carrying a sword. Yeah, this is unlike anything that exists in the world up until this point. All right. So he is done. I don't know why you took damage. So apparently it said you took damage from the first attack too, even though the 7 didn't hit you. So MIDI QL doesn't appear to be
Weird.
working right.
Huh.
So I healed you up. I don't know why that's just auto applying. All right. So next up is the one in the back. Which I'll show what he looks like as well. So this guy, you can see that he's definitely bigger than the ones in front of you, right? The ones that are kind of standing in front of you, are, probably the size of Elgrim. This guy seems like he's a good foot or so taller, and his coloring is different, right? He's more of a red versus the greens of the guys in front of you. And I'll show you the artwork. Theron and Elgrim, you hear these guttural sounds coming from this creature, like but Cosgrove, actually Farron might too. Shit, I might have to renege on that. Let me look.
There it does.
What languages do you speak, Farron? Yeah, of course you got it. Yeah, so Farron and Cosgrove, you guys hear in a language that I don't think you guys have ever really heard spoken properly. But you definitely hear it and understand what's happening. And he tells the two that are kind of in front of Cosgrove and Elgrim, kill them and meet up with us in the forest. And then I will rejoin the dragon army. and report on the fate of these knights. And then he is going to run into the forest.
Yeah. All right. Cosgrave's gonna be like, shout to Elgrim. He's like, he's going to a dragon army.
Dragon army?
Been dragons in these parts for ages.
Okay, so this guy is going to you shot the one in front of Elgrim, correct? Correct. All right, so I think he's got. What's the measurement? Okay, so he is going to fly over to Elgrim, and he will attempt to hit you. So I got a target, and then I need to roll a hit. Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Finally.
Did it auto apply the damage, or
Yes.
did you
Got
have to hit
touch points?
apply?
No, it applied it.
Okay. Do you guys want me to turn it on that you guys apply it, or do you guys like that it does it automatically?
I'm okay with either.
yeah. Okay with the auto apply.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to ask. All right, and then he's going to attack you one more time. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, he comes up, he runs up, and he takes 2 slashes. And then this other guy is gonna run into the woods. And you hear, I'm coming.
I think that was a laugh.
Okay. Then Ural and Serinda, you're walking down the road. You notice some chaos ensuing in front of you. A caravan has been ransacked, and there are some cloaked figures attacking some people on the road. How do I get them to join initiative?
Oh.
Just right click and hit the swords?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Roll initiative!
Initiative. Where are you hiding on this thing? Movement, initiative. There it is.
On the top right of your character sheet.
Well, don't expect so much from me tonight, guys. I'm seeing those 5s and those lower numbers.
Right.
Alright, so you guys are going to come into combat on round 2, okay? Alright, here we go. Top of round 2. That's funny, the calendar updated. 6 seconds! It just popped up. It's like 6 seconds have passed in the world. Alright, Cosgrove, you are up.
Cosgrove's like almost giddy. He's like, oh my god, these are dragons. Oh my god, these are dragons. Oh my god, these are dragons. And he's gonna slide over and try to like twist and like stick
Ryan looks like a
this
floating
guy
head now. Sorry.
with his the sharp part of his hoopak. I think I'm saying that right.
Yep. Hoopak. Stab him up.
And he's
Who are you stabbing? Which one?
the guy I have targeted in front of me.
Okay.
I don't know how else to.
Okay, he was not the guy you were attacking last turn.
He was not, but
Okay.
I have advantage on this guy, so I'm going to use sneak attack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, bounce around.
You will attempt to use sneak attack.
What is this? Okay, so attack. I don't gain edge, right? Yeah, no, but
No, you don't get advantage.
Oh.
A 7 does not hit,
All right,
unfortunately.
cool. Good turn. That's fun. And I'm done.
Okay. Elgrim, you're up next.
All right. So I am going to focus up and use my precise strike ability to give myself advantage as I draw my sword and try to strike the one in the middle.
See, Phil, you need a precise strike.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. But if you're Paul and you roll like Paul, you do not hit.
Correct. But at least I don't have to spend the ability. If it doesn't hit, I don't spend the resource.
Correct. So yeah,
There's that.
you pull out your sword, looking all like valiant, like yeah, shit's about to go down, and you like take a big swing, and he just kind of like matrix on you and dodges back out of the way. Are you doing anything else this turn, sir?
Yes, as my bonus action, I'm going to second wind.
All right, second winding. You recover some hit points. It didn't show me. Oh, there we go.
2.
Oh, of course.
Recover 2 hit points.
2 hit points.
Absolute minimum.
Paul, you're rolling like yourself tonight, buddy. I don't know.
Apparently.
What to say. All right. Are you done?
Yes.
All right. You're up.
I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run. Can I take double movement and still do an action or not?
If you dashed, then you can only do a bonus action.
How far can I throw a javelin?
Oh, great question. Let me look at javelins, unless you guys know off the top of your head. I think it's 60 feet, but I'm not 100%.
No, I don't know.
At least 30. Probably.
It should say on the javelin, it should say the range. Range is 30 feet regular, 120 feet disadvantage.
Jeez.
Okay, I should be able to. So I'm gonna run up full stop or full speed and 30 feet. How do I move my token?
As long as you're on the top token control, you should be able to. So turn off the measurement tool and click on the one that looks like the little box, and then you should be able to move your token.
About right there, I think it was.
Yep.
All right. Okay. And do I see anything within 30 feet that I can throw a javelin at?
No, you basically see that there are 3 of these dragonoid figures with wings and hands and feet kind of attacking some people on the road. And you see a bunch of dead bodies in front of you where like a caravan was like sacked.
Let me take a dash action and let me just measure where that goes. Let's see. I'll just run an additional 30 feet and I'll make some guttural sounds and getting ready to primal reach. Okay.
Okay. All right, that is Ural's turn. Then this guy, which guy is he? Okay. So he is going to what's he gonna do? He will turn on Cosgrove. And why didn't that work? Weird. So he's going to turn on Cosgrove, and he's going to take some attacks at you. Wait, what? Oh, that's interesting. Why is it... Oh, do I have multiple targets selected somehow?
You do. You have me and Paul selected, it looks like.
Stupid. Alright. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, one more time. Does a 16 hit?
Me? Yes.
Alright, so you take 3 piercing damage. And then 4 piercing damage.
Oh, wow. Fucked up.
And he is done. Farron, you are up.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna click on. Varen's going to point to the one in his direct line of sight and shoot another ray of frost at this bad boy.
I love it.
Yes,
Everything
right
might
there.
be
Here
dead
we
by the time it gets to my turn.
go. Does it roll? It rolls. Okay. Attack. 1!
Oh
Oh
no!
gosh.
Wow.
Doesn't that one?
Nat 1. But
We
it's
are
still
playing this
shot
as a
the front.
roguelike.
So you see Farron, reach forward and shoot, raise his hands, trying to shoot the ice from his hands like he did the previous time, and he slips slightly on a stone, and his hands kind of shoot up in the air, and the beam just kind of shoots out into the sky.
Okay, needs some adjustment. And my turn is over.
Okay. This guy is going to attack Elgrim with his short sword. Going to take 2 swipes. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Did it auto apply the damage?
It did.
Something is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's doing that, because your AC is definitely not 10.
Right.
Or it's not just evening it out because we're playing with Paul.
Ha.
All right. Do you have 6 hit points again? Did it fix it?
Yep.
Okay. And then he's going to attack again. And a 14 doesn't hit. And you are definitely not down. That's so annoying. This wasn't doing
No.
it last time.
Right. I'm gonna try unequipping and re-equipping my armor. See if maybe there's something weird going on.
Okay. Alright. So he is done. And then this guy is going to also continue to attack Elgrim. First attack is a 5. And it's just auto doing damage to you.
Yeah, it is. That's so weird.
And then he'll attack again. Oh, that one definitely hit. Critical hit.
Oof.
Alright.
Still alive though.
And he is done. Surrender.
Ooh, it's my turn. Well,
It is your turn.
let's see. So that's where 60 feet is. I'm gonna do the dash action. Oops, I can't.
Okay. I'm going to move you to here, Surrender, so that you're not on top of the wagon.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I moved there, and yeah, that's about all I can do.
Okay. Next
That's a long
up
track. They
is...
should-
What are you concentrating on? It says you're concentrating.
Oh, it's that spell.
Oh,
So I
less
guess I
probably.
should ask you that question. Has it been a day since the incident that in the ruins that disappeared?
I mean, it's been a couple of hours, so you are down your spell slot.
Okay. But that's what
But you
I'm-
definitely don't have bless, so I don't know how we end her concentration. Oh, go to your effects and then just end concentration.
Ooh, effects. Okay, here.
Okay,
Oh, I
and
see.
then top of round 3, Elgrim, you are up. 6 more seconds have passed according to the calendar.
I thought Phil was normally first. What happened to him?
Yeah, I'm not in the combat list anymore.
What happened to Phil?
Did he
Come
drop?
on. He's not in the combat list. Can I manually
was
set his
22.
initiative?
Yeah,
You can.
How
It was
do I
22.
set it?
He might have to roll
Right.
first, and then you can
Oh,
change it.
that's a roll.
All right, roll.
Oh,
Dang.
Well, you got 23, so it doesn't matter. Nat 20.
blew that. Thanks.
I'll let you use it. That's your attack.
All right.
Nat 20. Who are
Alright.
you attacking?
the same guy, but this time with sneak attack actually successful.
So that is a critical hit. So how do we can you force an attack with a critical hit?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think if I just
Well,
do the hoop
if he
hack
does
and then roll.
Yeah, if he does the
Oh.
damage card, I think he can just click damage.
Yeah.
Like if you just roll the item, I think he can just skip attack altogether and just roll damage from the card.
Yeah, I think I can just roll damage. Oh,
And then
roll
you
a
pull him
critical,
up
roll a critical hit.
It says roll attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's making me roll it, but
That definitely hits, but you
I
get a
can do
crit.
critical hit damage plus. Do I just put plus or 1d6 in there and the situational bonus for my sneak attack?
It'd be 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah, your sneak attack dice would double.
Oh, nice.
You double all dice.
Nice.
Alright, but would he put 1d6 or 2d6 in the utility? Because if you click critical hit damage, it might automatically double.
Yeah, if you
what he
click
puts in
critical
bonus.
hit, then I would just put 1d6, and then it's just going to double all your
All
dice.
right. If it doesn't double it, we can roll another
We
d6.
can roll. Yep.
Yeah, like it. Did it right.
20 damage!
Dang.
Alright, so you see this Kender, flustered, raises Hupek up into this creature's neck, and it just sticks through the side of the neck, goes straight through, and just green blood starts shooting out of this creature onto the other creature's cloak. It just is going everywhere. Why didn't he die?
You might still
I have
apply
to
the
mark
damage.
it.
Or
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oh shit.
you can undo it, right?
Yeah, but will it give him his hit points back? How do I? This guy. Okay, so this guy is dead, and then Cosgrove, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Certainly. So how do you do a save? Do you just roll? Oh, saving throw. There it is. I should see. Wait, how do I roll a saving throw?
If you go back to
Attributes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
attribute-
Click on.
You just
the
click
word.
on the name of whatever the ability is. So
Yeah.
strength,
Oh, there it is.
concentration.
Okay. Saving throw. Do I get advantage on this?
Why would you get advantage?
I do get advantage on, well, saves for fear, but I guess.
This is not fear related.
Okay.
Paul knows what this is.
Did I take a hit point?
Yeah, when you
Oh,
punched the
okay.
wall.
Okay.
You were healed. Or no, he didn't cast healing on you.
No,
No,
you
he
had one
didn't.
hit point
There's
down.
one hit point. I was just wondering.
Okay, so as you stab this creature in the neck with the sharp end of your stick, your hoopak, and all of a sudden, the creature's body starts turning to stone, and you're like, "What the?" And then you pull your weapon right back out, and its body completely solidifies into stone. So you were like, "Oh, thank God, I got it out in time."
Cosgrave goes, didn't guess on the stone, but totally knew it was green blood.
All right, is Cosgrave doing anything else?
No, because I don't think he wants an opportunity attack. So hopefully he doesn't die.
Okay, Elgrim, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm going to attempt my precision strike again on this other one here. advantage.
14 does hit.
Nice. And I also get to add an extra D8 damage, I think, from the precise strike as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it up.
An extra 4 damage.
Okay. So I need you also to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right.
Dang.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, similar to Cosgrove, you see Elgrim take his longsword, flash across the creature's chest, leaving a large gaping wound, and then he manages to pull his sword free in time before the creature turns to stone. Elgrim, are you doing anything else? Paul?
Oh, no, sorry.
Okay. Euro, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna run up there, and then I'm gonna throw my javelin at, I guess, this closest guy right here. Do I have to right him?
Only the one is still alive that's on the top there.
Oh, that's okay. So I'm gonna throw my javelin at this guy.
Okay.
Do I?
So target him and then go ahead and make a javelin attack roll.
Okay, so just right click.
Double right click.
Double right click on him and you'll target him.
Okay.
And then pick a javelin on your character sheet and then hit the little roll. Click on the icon and it will make the attack for you.
Okay.
16 definitely hits.
Okay.
Why didn't the MIDI QL work for him? His looked different than yours did, Paul.
I wasn't really paying attention. I was modifying one of my abilities.
No, if you look in the chat, take a look at it. His looks different than yours, right?
Oh.
Okay, 5 piercing damage definitely does hit. So I will apply that because it didn't apply. Okay. Ural, are you doing anything else?
Can I attempt to intimidate the guy so he'll turn around?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of growl menacingly at him and try to intimidate. Let's see, intimidation. There we go.
Alright, so he will... So yeah, he looks at you, and as you grunted him, he grunts back at you, and then you hear like some guttural words, and the two of you that speak Draconic hear, "I will kill you all." Okay. now it is his turn, and he is going to attack Cosgrove with a short sword. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and he does 2 damage to Cosgrove, and Cosgrove falls to the ground. Oh, how
I'm
do
too
we?
young. I haven't experienced enough.
Roll up a new character.
Do I put you as defeated, or what do I do? Or do I mark you as like
Saving
a
throws.
Unconscious? No. What is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it.
unconscious.
Unconscious, yeah.
Okay.
Does that have...
I don't know. Is there a different than unconscious? I just see dead. I don't see. Oh, there we go. Unconscious. There we go. You're not dead. You're unconscious. Okay. And then he is going to kind of step over Cosgrove's body, and come up and attack the other little one.
Oh,
And
this keeps moving further and further away.
oh, I gotta target him first. Then make the attack. Does a 5 hit? Of course not.
No.
But it somehow... Alright, MIDI QL's not working right, so we're gonna have to fix this, because it keeps
Okay.
applying the
Does
damage.
it roll damage at the same time? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, but it should only apply it, like, MIDI QL should look at your armor class, look at what the roll is, and say whether or not to apply it, so it's not working right.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I reversed it. You shouldn't have any damage on you. So he is done. Farron, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm stunned because I watched 2 things turn to stone, and then I watched the Kinder fall, and now I'm being rushed by this guy, and so I think real quick and kind of do one of these, and then a bunch of orange swords come out and just swing around me in sword burst.
Nice. Alright, so do I have to roll something?
I think I do. Let's see. No, okay. The saving throw.
Yeah, if you click on the saving throw,
Yeah.
it might kick off, depending on how Eric
I think
has
you
it
have to.
set up.
I think you have to target me, and then roll the spell, and then it will prompt me to roll a saving throw. That's how it should work.
Unless I did target you, so it's on. Let's.
Okay, so I'll roll it.
Yeah, well, click the button, saving throw DC.
Yep, I'm gonna roll it. We'll see what happens. He got an 18.
Okay, that passed.
Okay. All right. So yeah, these swords fly at him, and he kind of like throws his wings up and it kind of deflects them, and he just takes like minimal wounds, like scratches really.
Yeah.
And then, are you doing anything else?
No, because I can't really run. So, nope. I'm just gonna sort of brace for impact.
Okay. Serinda.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom too.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and shoot that at this guy.
Okay.
So, standard roll. Attack. Normal. Ugh. Oh, I get hit.
Yeah, your crossbow bolt kind of sails wide and kind of lands at their feet.
Alright, well, and then I move 30 feet closer, because I'm just going to keep trying to get closer and closer until I can actually smack him with my hammer. So it was 30 feet. Right about there.
Okay.
Dang it. Okay.
I'll move you.
Thank you.
I won't move
I
you.
keep clicking the wrong thing.
I'll move you.
Thank you.
There you go. Or no, maybe you were here. Okay. Okay, next is Cosgrove. Can you please make a death saving throw?
Ooh, one fail.
That is a fail. Next is Elgrim.
All right.
All part of Cosgrave's plan.
So I think I'm gonna step up here, kind of as I'm looking over my shoulder at the elf. I'm gonna say, "Help the Kender," and then I'm going to target him and see if I can hit him.
A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
So yeah, you come up and you swing at him, and you kind of draw his attention as you shout towards the elf, and he kind of parries your blow. I played Elden Ring.
And I think that's it for my turn.
All right. Next up is Earl.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over and kind of straddle this guy. He's down.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to help the Kinder with a. I guess this is the first time I've ever done this because I didn't know I could before, but I just want to try to help him, and I guess I'll try to cast Cure Wounds. I don't know how that would work, but
Okay, so target him.
Okay.
And then cast the spell, and then it should roll how much dice he gets, or how much healing he gets. It should roll a die for you.
Standard roll, right?
Standard roll, yep.
That's what I want to hear your healer say. I've never done this before, but see if it works.
Did it not work?
Yeah, I think there should be a heal button that you need to click on the chat card.
I don't see that on the
There's
chat
no
card.
heal button on the chat card.
The chat card.
Are there any buttons on the chat card?
Nope. That's
No.
what I just said. There's
It
no
just
buttons.
says Cure Wounds.
Huh.
Yeah, you should be able to see the same chat card that he does, Paul.
Yes and no, because like when Phil's chat cards come up, it doesn't have any of the buttons on them for me.
Well, because Phil is blind rolling.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm public rolling.
I did see. I think. I saw Ryan's. I thought I saw.
Maybe
Phil's.
Farron's is private.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I just revealed.
Because I see Phil's attacks after the fact, but I don't see any of his buttons that he can click on to do the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it as the DM for him. It's fine. Just roll a d8.
Plus spellcasting modifier.
Okay. Can I do that in chat with like a command?
If you do /roll space 1d8 plus whatever your plus is. I don't remember what your plus is off the top of my head.
Let me look. Is it wisdom?
It would be your spell casting. Why doesn't it say it on the maybe it's under features, spell casting. Plus 4.
Plus 4?
At the top of the
Or
spellbook.
no, that's the attack. So it'd be plus 2. 1d8 plus 2.
Proficiency. Okay.
Yep. So, describe what this looks like.
Obviously I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of trusting, having this new faith, so I'm just kind of putting my hands over him and kind of staring. And I get this like green nature glow would come out from my hands, and I'm kind of wow, you know.
So everyone notices this, and it's completely shocking to all of you, especially you, Cosgrove. You breathe air back in, and then you see like a green light kind of like cast washing over your body, and yes, like you guys know of magic, but you know like there's been no healing magic for hundreds of years, and this dude just healed the Kender. So that's a big deal.
Oscar's all like, "That's awesome.
I extend my hand out and help him up.
Okay. You are no longer prone. You're
Okay.
you're standing. Okay. Next up is the creature, and he is going to target Farron and attack him some more. A 17 does hit. So yeah, he stabs him, and then he's going to do it one more time. 13 does not hit, because I think his AC should be 14 with the mage armor. So MIDI Q, you're really failing me here. Okay. So yeah, so you see this creature stab Farron twice. Farron, you take 5 damage as you got hit one time. And the creature is done. Farron, it is your turn. Welcome back. Perfect timing. One thing I do want to explain to you that happened when you're gone that's pretty important. The Kinder was down on the ground, not breathing or faintly breathing, and then you see this guy run up and kind of reach down, touching the Kender, and like a green energy kind of washes over the body.
Oh.
And then the Kinder kind of sits up, Cosgrove sits up, he's like, and he's back. And then of magic, you study magic, but this type of magic, this divine, healing, divine type magic hasn't been seen in hundreds of years. So that's a pretty big deal that you just witnessed.
Well, I would
In between getting,
right
afterwards, you were kind of distracted, and then he got stabbed, and then he tried to hit you a second time. You kind of used your quarterstaff to kind of push him away.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to do the sword burst again. I'm going to do one of these. Yeah. And a bunch of yellow swords fly around. And there you go again.
All right, here we go. We're gonna roll.
Yeah, if you click the button on the chat card, Ryan, I think it might prompt him.
Yep, it did. I failed it.
Okay.
Why did it say it's Farron though? Did I roll that wrong?
I don't know. Did you roll?
I can't see your roll.
Yeah, we
can
can't
see
see
it.
your roll.
Well,
Did you
I mean,
click
here,
my
I'll
saving
reveal
throw?
it to you. It says Farron.
Right, because you have Farron selected.
Yeah, click my sword burst saving throw.
All right, let me try it again. Okay, I'm gonna roll it again because he should have failed it. I can't force a roll, right?
No, wait. If I do this, oh, there.
What's your spell? What's your spell save?
It's
13
Yeah,
hits.
so
Yeah,
it should have hit. It should have hit because
Yeah,
I failed. I got an 11.
The damage is 1. Take that.
We're rolling so great.
Did it auto apply it? I think it did, right? I saw the little icon happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did. Okay. Farron, are you done?
Yes.
Dorinda, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to run up to this dragon, dropping my bow as I'm running. So as I pass, I drop my crossbow, pull up my hammer, and then I swing at this guy with my warhammer.
Okay.
Hopefully 13 hits.
Yeah, so as you kind of swing at this guy, he kind of sees you at the last second and he kind of just turns out of the way, kind of turns his shoulder sideways, and you just barely miss him.
Okay. I'm done, I guess.
Cosgrove, you are alive again. All is right in the world. You're standing up as this human kind of towering over you helps you to your feet. What would you like to do?
Cosgrave's going to be like, "Hi, I'm Cosgrave. We need to talk about this later. That was pretty sweet." And he's going to turn and shoot a sling bolt or swing a sling bolt at the remaining dragon thing.
Okay, you might want to move a little bit, otherwise he'll get a little bit of cover from Serinda.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll move up here.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Make your attack.
And I think I get sneak attack too, right?
Yes,
Use
you
my sneak
would.
attack.
Yes, you would.
Alright. Range. Oh, but every time I say that, I roll shit, so. Perfect. I'm done.
Yeah, so you sling a rock in his direction and it kind of flies over Farron's head. And whizzes by.
Alright, I'm done.
Alright. Elgrim.
Alright.
Finish him.
Move into a little bit better position and swing at him again.
Okay. That is a hit.
Nice. $11 slashing damage.
Alright, make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. $19.
So you manage to again slash this creature. You kind of cleave off part of its wing into its shoulder, and then its body starts, encasing like in stone, trying to envelop your weapon, and you're able to pull it out in time. The creature's body is hard as a rock, and he is now turned to stone.
Nice.
Combat has ended. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Alright.
As a group of travelers are united on the road on the way to the village of Ogler for the funeral of their dead friend, Ispin Greenshield.
And we didn't have an extra funeral, so.
Yeah, that's a plus.
What's that, Phil?
Fortunately, there was not an extra funeral.
All right. Yeah. So I've been keeping a journal, like my personal journal. So I'm writing like details that happen. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, mine is completely my perspective. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
That'd be cool. Mine's just like bullet points of what's happening, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
One funeral and 1d6 minus one more funeral.
No, it says things like, frightened boy, Reese, ran to us. Kender produced green feather. Feather worked a combed boy. Curious.
I love it.
Oh, man. Yeah, sorry for the split party, guys. I didn't think the preludes would take that long. The first one was pretty RP heavy. I thought it'd go a little bit faster, but good role play by all. You all gained inspiration for your role play tonight. And then I guess I just want to go around the room real quick. And I want to... Here, I'm going to roll... I'm going to roll a D... Let's see. Let's roll a D6. Alright. And then I'm going to look at the stream. Paul, what was your favorite moment tonight?
I would say probably my favorite moment was the some of the interaction between Mark and Ashley's characters, where he kind of came off as like a creepy stalker, talking about her being in his vision. That part amused me.
I'm just a boy standing in front of a girl.
Were you hitting on me?
Oh, no. You take it from the drinks.
That was probably mine.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Slam, welcome to the stream. I don't know how long you've been here, but yeah, we've had some good stuff happen. Hopefully we've maybe got some new people watching along the way. We're going to stream this game every other Tuesday. So we alternate game sessions. If you don't know, I'm the game master of the Dragonlance campaign, which just started this week. Next week, we will be playing in a Call of Cthulhu 5e type game with Paul as our DM. So we will return to this game on February the 6th.
I gotta find where
So
everything
that's it for tonight, everybody. Have a good one.
All
Peace.
right. Sounds good.
Are we out?
Nice. Oh, that's a cool
That is a
transition.
cool transition. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Awesome. So did you guys have fun?
Yeah. I liked it.
Yes.
Great job, everyone. So are we level 2 for next time? Do we need to level up?
Yes, you will need to. That's good because we didn't have to do it in session. Yes, everybody level your character sheets up to level 2. You don't need to take your character back out of Foundry. You can do that, like if you click on your character, and then if you look on your character sheet, there's like a little D&D Beyond symbol. If you click on that sucker, it opens up a little window, and then there's also like a little button called Update D&D Beyond. So in the future, as you guys get gear and magic items and stuff, you can take your sheet that's in Foundry and it will put it back into D&D Beyond. So basically, I want everybody to level up in D&D Beyond, and then import. And then when you're ready, I can import your characters back in to Foundry. And then in the future, when you level up, you would want to, update D&D Beyond first, and then level up there, because then it will have any items and gear that you have, and then we'll bring it back in. So yeah. So before, I would say if you could have it done by like next week, Tuesday, if you could have your character sheet updated, I'll bring everybody's characters back in, and you guys will all be level 2. What's that, Ashley? You guys can take maximum. Yeah, I'm gonna be not throwing any. I'm not gonna be. What's it? Throwing punches? No.
Yeah. Right. Pulling
Yeah.
punches.
I'm gonna be pulling punches. So
You are.
So for this level, I'm gonna let you take maximum. I'm gonna see how it goes. If it's still too hard, I'm gonna let you take maximum. If it's not, if you guys are actually doing okay, I might make you take standard or roll. But for this next level, I'm gonna let you take maximum, because if I would have let the encounter play out completely, you guys probably would have had multiple character deaths. So, and then I guess Paul and Phil, if we can sometime get together and try to figure out what's going on with MIDI-QL and why it's not working right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Phil, I know you could go in here and test it because you're a DM, but
I can't get. Well, I don't think you have me as a DM in here, do you?
I think you're assistant, right? Or no, maybe not. I think you're just trusted
I
player.
think you moved me back to trusted player, so I can't see any of the
So yeah, I don't know if we can try to figure out sometime, maybe this weekend, to get on for like an hour and try to figure out why it's not working right, because it's definitely not working right. Because Mark and Ashley's stuff doesn't seem to be using MIDI-QL, and Paul and Phil's is definitely using it. So something is happening, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But like, if you look in the chat box, in like, their attacks look different than your guys' attacks. Well, I guess Serenda's Warhammer looked the same, but when Ural did his what did he do? His javelin throw. His javelin throw didn't look right. And then for whatever reason, whenever I attack you guys with the monsters, it's just auto applying damage every time, regardless if you hit or not. So let's figure it out. So let me know when you guys have some free time this weekend, and we can hop on and work on that for maybe an hour or so.
If you hit attack and you don't hit, and then you hit damage, will it apply? Anyway, or will it just not do anything?
So for you guys, I have it set up that you have to pick that it applies. For me as the monsters, I have it set up so that it should roll the hit, check your AC, see whether or not the roll hits, and then auto apply damage.
Okay. Well,
So that's how it's supposed to work for me as the DM. For you guys, I don't have it set up to be automatic, so like otherwise I take away some of your guys' agency. I want you guys to be able to click the damage button and see the dice roll instead of just clicking one button and then just going, oh, I rolled a 22 and I did 4 damage.
So my question is, if I just click attack damage, will it apply the damage even if I don't hit?
No, because if you don't have a target, the thing will prompt you to pick a target.
Yeah, no, I target the guy and then just hit attack and damage at the same time. Will it apply damage even if I don't hit?
We can try it real quick. I mean, I can bring one of these guys back from dead, and
I was curious. Just
if I give him some hit points, let me give him some hit points. Okay, he's got hit points.
Okay, and I'm going to let's see. Frost. Okay, I'm actually gonna hit damage first. Let's see what happens. It lets me.
And it auto applied it.
Okay.
I thought we turned that off. Or no, we let your damage apply because I'm the DM. Yeah, it did. It auto applied.
So you definitely have to hit attack first because it doesn't let you attack after you do damage. Backwards. Okay, I was just wondering if I could do them at the same time and save time, but nope.
I mean, if you don't want to roll the damage dice, I can. Well, no, because I think it applies to all players.
It doesn't matter. Also, I know, you have to select when you get damage dice. It lets you select crit and all that. So, all right.
Yeah, we tried it the other way, Ryan. We had Paul run a test combat where Phil and I tried it, and it was, as a melee character, it was pretty boring because all you would do is target a guy, you'd hit one button, it'd roll attack, it'd roll damage, and then you just felt like you didn't really do anything on your turn. So at least
really boring like that. Yeah.
At least with this, you get to do 2 clicks, right? You click to see if you hit, and then I tell you whether or not you hit, and then you click again to roll your damage. So at least it's because when you miss as a melee character, like Phil can attest to tonight, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, especially first level. You don't really have a lot of options.
Yeah.
And I definitely miss my rogue bonus action, like.
Bonus action disengage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could have come in handy.
Get out of there.
Right. Yeah.
So. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah, good first session, everybody. Level up to level 2, and then we'll start in Vogler next session. So I'm just gonna kind of hand wave. I might have you guys introduce each other and talk to each other in character right after the battle, but then I'm gonna hand wave the travel to Vogler.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
Okay.